So, as mentioned, as Buddha said, so, do not commit any unwholesome action, engage in the wholesome action, subdue one's mind. This is teaching of the Buddha. So if the mind didn't get subdued, then you see, largest way, the first World War started in the world. I heard it started from one person. Actually, the very beginning problem started from one person. The first World War that got bigger, and so. So you see. So if the mind didn't get subdued, then the largest one was you see First World War. Because the mind didn't get subdued, then what happens is the mind becomes under the control of anger and attachment, ignorance. You see, mind becomes under the control of that. So then what happens? What danger happens? Largest one, First World War started from that. First World War started. And then, because of that, so you see, even one person did not control the mind, did not subdue the mind, or the First World War happened. Or the Second World War happened. So many millions of people. How many million people? How many million people? It was mentioned. So many million people were killed during those times. During the Second World War, so many million people, not just 1 million, so many million people got killed on the war. Oh, like that. If the mind didn't get subdued, if you don't control your mind, if you don't look after your mind, if you uncontrolled mind, you do whatever your mind says. You just let you don't control the mind. You just let the mind to run like crazy monkey or crazy elephant or just this is just without talking your problem. So what problem in the world can harm? So many people were killed, died. Oh, they kasure. Yeah, kasure. Yeah. I heard in Singapore when the Japanese they come to take over the country, put the spear and they put the children on the spear. They put the spear and they put the children on top of that, like this. I heard in Singapore when the Japanese came to take over the country. So it's amazing. So there were times, happened to see different times. So many people got killed in different times. That's what so I heard during Hitler time. Then that's what so many children, burned in the fire, and in the ceremony, you see, in the killed by oxygen, what oxygen in the train? Oxygen, gas. Many people. Anyway, that's happened different times, by different people in the world. Not just only Hitler, but many, from different countries. So that one person didn't control the mind. One person didn't take care of his mind. One person didn't take care of his mind. So, you see, then so many million people in the world get killed. Oh, that. You see, so your mind is under the control of anger attachment. Then what happens? Not only you. See, this without talking animals, just human beings. They don't talk like animals. You see? Is one person didn't subdue his mind. That originally started like that. You see, you can see the great problem, suffering in the world. You can see, started by one person, didn't take out the mind. If you don't take out the mind, all like that, you have to know, you have to see very clear. Besides all your problems, life to life, hundreds, thousands, it affects. Then your negative mind, negative action, harming others, it affects life to life. Thousands. It goes on as long as you don't subdue your mind, don't meet Dharma, don't practice the path, subdue the ignorance and attachment, then goes on, then millions and millions, on, it goes endless. Goes endless. Harm you, harm numberless sentient beings. So you see, so your ignorance and attachment harm to numberless sentient beings. Your self-cherishing thought. You see, once on self-cherishing thought, from beginningless rebirth. So it not only besides you, it has been harming to numberless sentient beings. From life to life, from beginningless rebirth, by you following the self-cherishing thought. You see, so that's the dictatorship. Your selfish mind, the dictatorship. That's a real dictatorship. So no reason. So for example, you can harm to anybody, you can kill anybody in the world. You can complain, you can do anything, but nobody can complain to me. That's a selfish mind. You see what selfish mind wants? You can do anything to others, abuse, anything. But nobody can complain, even complaining, even saying bad things, even looking bad way, with the eyes or nose up or whatever. You see, nobody can get angry to me. Nobody can get angry to me. Nobody complain to me. That's ego, that's selfish mind. That's self-cherishing thought, dictatorship, no reason. You can harm others, anybody, you can kill anybody, but nobody can kill me. And that's dictatorship. There's no reason. But I want happiness. But there was other. Everybody want happiness. The insect want, the ant want happiness. The chicken want happiness. The fish want happiness. How many anybody want? You want happiness? It's the same. So that dictatorship. You can do anything, but nobody can complain to me. That's ridiculous. That's very strange. So like that, it's easy. If you check, it's like that. Very funny. It's a dictatorship. Your self-cherishing thought, self-mind dictatorship. So he's going to say, because the self-cherishing thought is harm you and harm others. Others means numberless sentient beings. So already, from beginningless rebirths, numberless sentient beings. You see, harming. So good heart. Good heart. And not good heart. Instead of careless, renouncing others, cherishing others. Let go I and cherish others. Oh, then they say, then that brings happiness, not only you, but to others. Brings happiness to numberless sentient beings. You see, brings happiness to numberless sentient beings. You, the one person, with a good heart, with the ultimate good heart, the cherishing others, letting go I. So you're free from dictatorship, self-cherishing thought, selfish mind. You're free. You get independence. You get independence from your dictatorship, your demon, dictatorship, selfish mind. Oh, you get independence, freedom. You see. So the cherishing others, all that gives happiness to you. All the happiness up to enlightenment, and the happiness to numberless beings up to enlightenment. Can you imagine one person, you're the one person, by changing your mind? You have to know that. That's, you see. So the best life is a most happy life, best life, most meaningful life. Oh, that is. You see. Living life with the and the good heart cherishing others. So that education is missing in the school, university, college. So they need to learn from the kindergarten, or even small children to teach them teach them what they can learn in a simple way. So in the college, university, so that's the main education, most important education. the root of your happiness. Temporary and ultimate happiness, liberation of something. Not of that enlightenment. Peerless happiness. So the enlightenment sort of. So my talk get more. As I start to speak, the more get expanded. So as I was saying with this, we have school at Jalsa. Now I think 160 children. Before there were 4,000 Tibetan people. They left West and India, so now there are only 2 families. But the school, so the Snow Line, the organization didn't want to sponsor the school, so we were asked whether. So we look after the school, sponsor the school, and expand and make better conditions and all that. So I was there 1 month last time. I was supposed to go to Korea, but there's one businessman became monk, and he became the abbot somehow. And he invited Jet Buddha. We have a large, 1.5 stories, I think. Even the throne is jet. So he asked Jet Buddha to come in Korea. So then, because that's the part, that is the organization. Statue, so he invited me to come. but the airport seems not easy to communicate. If I went there, then you have to practice a lot of patience. You have to prepare that from the beginning by knowing, prepared for patience. Otherwise, then you suffer. Yes. So anyway, something like that. So it's difficult to communicate. So at the end, I asked, so they apologized, could not come. So I went to Jalsa. There's a 1 day traveling. So we have the school and monastery, 25 monks there. It's good land, not so cool, not too cold, not too hot, and it's probably better weather than Upper Solomon. So I was meeting the school teachers. And I don't remember whether telling the children or not, but school teachers gathered and I was talking. They are most important, of course, the language and grammars and the many things they learn. But I say most important education, main education, should be the good heart. Good heart. You see, even the childhood time, you see, school, and they should learn good heart, practice good heart. I don't remember exactly what I told, word by word, but the general is to be kind to others. I mean, practice good heart. Meeting the unfavorable conditions, somebody get angry to you or whatever, then you practice patience from your side. So like that. Somebody will bother you, then you practice patience. Not angry, but practice patience. Somebody harm you, you will practice patience back. So that practice good heart, be kind to others. So we have a universal education school. There's a 16 human dharma and 10 divine dharma. 10 divine dharma haven't started. Malaysia started. When I was there, they did very good, very good. They did that, but it was shown, so very good. That's the first one. Yes, I planned. I translated and I planned. But Malaysia was the first one, and so before that, many advices from His Holiness, from Lama Yeshe, and can you say, about good heart, many books, and then the philosophy. From the teachings from Pandits from Nalanda, those ancient Indian Pandits from Nalanda, the Buddha's teachings, philosophy. You take it from different subjects. Different subjects, then make a philosophy to learn. I mean, all the logical reasons, for example, a good heart, all the logical reasons backside. So, example like that is however, all the reasons backside is, because really, to not harm to yourself, to not harm others, all that, only do good things, cause happiness for you, cause happiness to numberless sentient beings. I mean, things like that. The other, conduct to not harm to others, all the logical reasons behind. So that's what the dependent rising, so the ultimate nature, emptiness, so that higher. Then they can to be able to benefit more to others, they of course they do meditation, they do yoga, they do feng shui to help others, astrology and this as much as they can learn to help others. So like that. So I kind of put together there. So before that, there's 7 things. There's 7 things, basic thing. The very first one is the practice kindness, day and night, to not only human being, no. with the insects, with the animals. Kindness from you, day and night, all the time, practice kindness. So that's the first one. Then, and then, the next one, maybe, probably next one will rejoice. So, you see, instead of jealousness, somebody have a very luxury house or beautiful house, or because somebody has a very Volkswagen, not Volkswagen, rich car, so on. So instead of jealous, dislike, somebody rich, just jealous, instead of rejoice. In the whole life, in the whole day, rejoice. Any good thing you see for others. Good body, good hair, good car. Whatever good things that others have, you always rejoice. How good it is, how wonderful it is they have this. So, so that, even somebody is enjoying, you see, you rejoice. And so jealous, feeling kind of negative mind. You feel your mind negative. And so that you rejoice, be full happiness, rejoice, feeling happy of that, seeing others, seeing beautiful, good others have success, like business person, very success, you feel happiness. That doesn't have to be your family member or always your friend, no, just anybody in the world. So anyway, even for the animals, whatever, it's a good thing happens, they rejoice. So you see that you see, psychologically, your mind becomes very healthy. Your mind is not disturbed. Your mind becomes so healthy, happy, and so healthy and happy. So you become a happy person. So always have smiles and always light. Your mind is not heavy, not like that heavy. Your mind is light. Anybody can speak to you very easily, very happily. Like that, you see. So that maybe so that creates see that is the virtue. That is the virtue. That's not non-virtue. That's the positive mind, the virtue. So the Kasvara, for example, see, when you you rejoice the other person's good karma collected from beginningless rebirth. Good karma collected, you rejoice. How wonderful it is. You feel happy. Rejoice when the mind, not saying words, your mind feels happy. Mind has to feel happy. You have to know that, not just reciting words. So your mind has to be happy. So you see, mother who care or cherish her beloved child more than her life. So if somebody prays, she's so, it will not praise to her, but her child, she makes her so happy. Even a small present given to the child, it makes her so happy. Because a little or complain or something, you see, then hurt child, then makes her very angry or very sad or all that, you see. So that is now here, feeling happy. You feel happy that that person, that sentient collected merit from beginningless to rebirth. Collected merit from beginningless to rebirth. Gurkhama, you see, you feel happy, you rejoice, you say, feeling happy. So if that person's level of mind is lower than your level of mind, then you collect double merit than that person. How much merit that person has collected from beginningless to rebirth? You collect double merit. You collect double merit. If the person's mind level is lower than your mind, like that, you get double from beginningless to rebirth, all the merit, double. You collect double. Oh, you see, like that, unbelievable. It's incredible. There is no such business in the world. So here, I say, all like that, you see. And then that person's level of mind is the same as yours, the same as yours, then you collect the same. How much merit that person has collected from beginningless to rebirth up to now, you collect that much merit, same. The person's level of mind is higher than yours, then you see, you collect half what the person's collected. For example, Bodhisattva, out of the liberation palm in your hand, said, if you rejoice Bodhisattva's one-day merit, you don't have bodhicitta, but the other one has bodhicitta. So if you rejoice, then you see, you get half of the merit. What Bodhisattva collect one day, you get half. That much you receive. So if you don't rejoice, and saying, if you without rejoicing, so it would take 13,000 years. 13,000 years without rejoicing to collect that much merit. It would take 13,000 years for you. But if you rejoice, the Bodhisattva, one Bodhisattva, one day merit, if you rejoice, you get half of that merit, you see, in a second. In a second. Like that. Like that. I see. So of course, this the rejoice is that one Bodhisattva, not only one day merit. All the past, from beginningless merit what the Bodhisattva collected, you rejoice, and then present merit, then future all the merits what the Bodhisattva collect, you rejoice all 3 times merits collected by Bodhisattva, you rejoice. So unbelievable. That just about, even you don't have bodhicitta, but at the level higher, but you collect unbelievable merits just from one Bodhisattva. Then there are numberless bodhisattvas. Now you rejoice all those bodhisattvas, you see. So, wow. So, how much merit you collect? The cause of happiness, you see, not only temporary, but ultimate, then even Buddhahood, enlightenment. Oh, like that. Even the one whose level amount is high to yours, it's like that. So, example, Bodhisattva. Then you see now, by rejoicing your own merit, then by rejoicing, each time, you see, when you rejoice your own merits collected from beginningless rebirth, then double each time. Merit collected from beginningless rebirth up to now. If you rejoice, double. So then the second time when you rejoice, even double. You see, because I don't know, the 4 times. So then if you rejoice 3rd time, then again, I don't know, 60 times, so become double. Sorry. There's no such business in the world, you see. So Dharma practice there is. That is incredible. You know how to practice Dharma. If you know how to practice Dharma, that you see, create cause happiness. So, sorry, my talk get expanded. And so it's like that. So, so rejoicing others all their life, day and night. Let's keep the mind very positive and very happy. Psychologically, you see. You don't drive crazy. You don't have to go to mental institute home. Mental institute. What? Mental institute home. What do you call?
Psychiatric ward.
Psychiatric home. Psychiatric home. So you don't have to go. I think it's then there's, I think, second, third patients. Third patients. Sorry. Third patients. So see, your life to be happy. If you want a happy life, you need practice patience. So I'm saying, even the Kasviri, not only practice Dharma, even non-believer who don't believe reincarnation karma, you see, you want happiness. You want to have a long-lasting relationship in the family, with your husband, with your wife, in the family. So, I see. So therefore, even the other person doesn't practice patience, but you practice patience. So if you practice patience, so then you have so much happiness, and also the other person, even though the other person doesn't practice patience, you see, but you practice patience, so other person get happiness. You get happiness first, and even the other person get happiness because you practice patience. You don't retaliate. You get angry back, so that person get happiness. So that's a relationship then lasts long time in the family. So things like that. But that's in family. But of course, there must be with anybody, inside or outside people, anybody. See, Yeah. So much. So I see. So your mind create. Your mind being a happy mind and a happy life, and you give happiness. So the family and outside people and even animals are. So see, by practicing patience, even you don't believe in reincarnation karma, so much happiness. So there you see, it causes, it brings peace into the world. You see, starting from family, your husband, wives, your parents, your children. Starting from that, you bring peace in the world. You bring happiness, peace in the world, instead of harm, instead of danger, and all of that. So important. That, as I mentioned yesterday, anger and fear, it's your what is that? I forgot. Huh? What? Yeah, immune system. Immune system. It's so then. Then you are helping weak, and then no protection for the sickness. That you destroy your health. So that means you lose yourself. So like that, you see. Like that actually. Okay, now there. Yeah. Then you see, if somebody harms, if somebody harms you, then you what's the word? You accept. What did you say? I forgot the word. If somebody harmed you, huh? What? Defeat. So if you did some mistakes, if you harmed, if you did some mistake to others, you apologize. You see, immediately you apologize. You say something wrong or whatever, immediately you apologize. And then if somebody harmed you, somebody said bad or somebody, then immediately
tolerate.
Yes. You accept. What's the word?
Regret.
You remember?
Responsibility. You accept responsibility.
Forget. Forgiveness. Yes, that's right. Yes. Who said that? That's right, I forgot. Yeah, forgiveness. You give forgiveness. Then you see, then you see forgiveness. Then other person is happy. You made the other person happy. So you other person close to you, are close to the person. So there's happiness. So like that, if you can do that, it brings happiness. It brings peace in the world. So that, you see, by training with the other. Yes, with the, we are Kazuri people that you deal with every day. So that from that, then you, the rest people, the rest people, then people in the world, you see. So you are able to bring peace, happiness in the world like that. So then then the other one is Katsuri. You instead depressed, keeping yourself, I know I can't do anything, I can't do, so depressed, putting down yourself, so sad and so instead of that, you build up courage. Yes, you build courage. Courage, yes. You build courage, Kasuri. By thinking the Kasuri, nature, by thinking Kasuri. Even the person doesn't understand Buddha nature, but I mean, generally speaking, Buddha nature, your mind is Buddha nature, all that. Then it's a build of courage, and however you see that, so your mind is pure in the the ultimate nature of the mind is pure. Any problem, you can overcome. Because of that, any problem you have, you can overcome. You can overcome. Overcome and can develop good quality. So that's the main. So that's the main reason. Then they say, then think of many opportunities you can develop. Yes. So building courage. So to help others. So then I don't remember that. So I think we finished. Contentment. Yeah, the other practice of contentment. So because contentment. Contentment, in other words, practicing satisfaction in your life. Contentment. So then, very big problem with children, the drugs. You see, in the school by meeting, by meeting friends who involve drugs, then they get involved in the same, you see. So that drugs, alcohols, and then, destroy the life, and destroy the life, and the family, and yourself, and or to others' life, harms other sentient beings, So many so alcoholics then, same thing, contentment, satisfaction, you see. Or in the relationship, sex, and culturally, all that, I can, so much of the suffering problem in the world is that. Dissatisfaction, uncontentment. So it is, you finish one problem, because you experience one problem, you experience one whole set of problems. So if you married, you're culturally, you're separated from whom you married, or how you are, that your relationship with them, and if the friend they're separated, then you start another one. The whole problem, they're similar. Start the whole problem again, same. Then again with that, don't last. Then again another one. Again the whole same kind of problem. And then I don't have to describe. So it goes on until die. It happens. Then you die. One day you die. The whole life is just suffering, unbelievable suffering. Wow. So that. So they're not practicing content, not practicing satisfaction in their life, contentment in their life. Then there are many other things that are so important to need the practice of contentment. Even you don't believe reincarnation karma, even you don't believe, so important education, unbelievable important education. You see, first yours, first your happiness. Then next thing, others. Others means so many other sentient beings. You see, others. So important. So then if you have satisfaction, if you are living your life in the contentment, then you're able to give happiness so many sentient beings, so many people in the world. So that like that. Yeah. Okay. Tea. Yeah. So while I mean, just say Kasure telling the story. I mean the Kasure. Yes, for all of us to practice. So I'm telling the story that Kasure.
She wants to be enlightened.
Yes, you're right. There's a horse in the West. I think there's a horse. There's a horse who shows affection, something to the sick people, and the horse chooses the room which person to go to see. So choose the room by the horse, and then the horse sort of touch, and then kind of very unusual. So the person feel kind of he was loved, he's affectionated or by the horse, and then somehow get healed or something. It's very interesting. The horse that happened recent. There was recent. Yeah, it happened. So very, very interesting. Very interesting. The horse, and it comes in the room, and through the door, and then goes straight in. Very interesting. Yes, yes. Among the animals, among the various forms of animals, there can be Buddha in the manifestation of animal, Bodhisattva in the Bodhisattva manifest the animal to help others, to help the animals, to help other animals. So they're like this. That's just one example. In China, the Uttaishan, the Manjushri holy place, the embodiment of all the Buddha's wisdom, Manjushri. So anybody who comes to Uttaishan meet Manjushri, but you don't recognize. Normal ordinary people don't recognize, but anybody who comes meet Manjushri, but in ordinary form. So, but Jebje Chudin one of Guru said, he went, and he said, first one that you see, he saw birds flying in the sky. That's what Rinpoche said. But he said, first one, whatever form, animal or human, whatever you see first time, Rinpoche said, it's a Manjushri. That's a counter Rinpoche. But generally, anybody who goes to Uttaishan meet Manjushri. Anybody. But you see, but if you know that, if you have awareness, then there's sometimes a little bit strange, even the ordinary aspect. Then there's it's quite unusual that maybe other normal ordinary people can't do. So then if you are kind of that awareness, then you have to recognize that Buddha Manjushri. So that person. So a long time ago, one lay person gave a letter to give to Bodhisattva, a pig Bodhisattva, pig or something like that. So the place, mentioned the place where the Bodhisattva is. So the person went to that place and read the name, Bodhisattva, I think pig something. Then the family said, we don't have a Bodhisattva here. We don't have a Bodhisattva. We don't have Bodhisattva, but we have one pig. Has a similar name. We don't have Bodhisattva, but we have one pig. So he said, the pig used to, that pig used to be always after other pigs. Other pigs go first, then this pig goes always at the last. Maybe sort of protection for the other pigs or something, always. So the message was read to that pig. You know, here your karma, you see the benefit in this world is finished. Now another world, you have to go to another world to benefit others. So as soon as the message was read, the pig made huge noise and passed away. Immediately passed away. So it means he left the world, this world, and went to another world, consciousness. You see, to benefit others sentient. So called Bodhisattva, some name I don't remember. So the message was given by ordinary man, but that's Manjushri, Buddha Manjushri. So manifest ordinary people, all like that. You see, that happened. So anybody who go there meet Manjushri. Kind of like that. So anyway, so just a general story, part of the story. You know? They are holy beings in the various forms. Buddha manifested human forms, woman, man, or ordained person. I mean, but I'm not saying that what you might think. I'm announcing I'm Buddha. No, no way. That's because numberless eons it takes me to become Buddha. So like that for us, like that. You see. Then is all kinds of form outside. Yes. Yeah, like the sutra, the meeting the father and son. Son, Buddha's father, meeting the LZR Kopan. Then Buddha manifest Indra, you know, or Hindus to worship Indra. They world gods. Indra, Brahma, the Buddha manifested in them, manifested in their form. Jajan Sangbe Chachada, Buddha manifested Indra and Brahma, they form the custom. Chacha is custom. 내전 상마의 차시상 랄라두기 차시 랄라두기 차시지. So some manifest Mara. D means Mara. D means demon, Mara. Also manifest, Buddha manifests Mara, demon. Lalatuki Chachiji. Lalatuki Chachiji, with that custom. Custom of the Mara. Simjananga Tanjat works for sentient being. In these poems, they work for sentient being. Simjananga Tanjat, the world people, the people in the world do not know that, do not recognize. 분명히 체질 좋아서 진짜 체질 좋아서 돈이 꽤나 나야다. 분명히 체질 좋아서. So in the Buddha in the custom of women, also manifest women. Buddha is also in the animal form. In the animal form, Buddha manifests. No attachment, but sure attachment. No attachment, no attachment, but manifest having attachment. There's no attachment. Even the Arhata don't have attachment. Even the other Arya beings before achieving Arhata, Arya beings do not have. So this is not talking Buddha, but this is talking even the lesser bigger path. So they don't have. So the Khatswari, there's no attachment. Here we're talking Buddha. There's no attachment, but show form, show aspect of attachment. There's no fear, but show aspect of fear. There's no ignorance, but show the aspects having ignorance. There's no craziness, but show the aspect craziness. Then number two, not so. Number two, not so. Simjan do it. So there all kinds. Number two, all kinds of form. Then benefit, subdue the mind of sentient beings. Benefit, subdue the mind of the sentient beings. Number two, not so sentient doers. Oh, this is not there's a longer quotation, but this is meeting. Sorry. Another quotation, sorry. Gai Tonga Tuyeji, Hai Tonga Tuyeji is one Bodhisattva's name. So the Bodhisattva asked question, now we are guided by Buddha, but in the future, who will guide us? When the Buddha passed away, somebody, who will guide us? That's his question. So Buddha said, answered, Gai Tonga Tuyeji, Hai Tong Bodhisattva Tonga Tuyeji. In order to ripen the mind of the sentient beings, Simchen Namne mimics, in order to ripen the mind of the sentient beings, Simchen Namne mimics, Mani Chida Jedang Gawadang, Nadang Chiwang Rabdutens. So, in order to ripen the mind of the sentient beings, I show rebirth, I show birth, and I show old age, sickness, and death. So they say to benefit a sentient being. So something in order to ripen the mind of the sentient being, I show birth and death, old age, sickness, and death. Oh, like that. Buddha says, so it's to benefit us. So anyway, yeah, that's just the. By the way, for that side, so now go back. So this way, you see, we guide us, sentient being, and including you, including me, including you, that guide us to enlightenment gradually. All like that. So this is a very deep subject. So, this subject is that we have to remember daily life and during practice and daily life. So So I was telling this to the school teachers. We had lunch, and the main education is the good heart. The practice kindness all the time, to be yourself to be kind. Here I'm talking about yourself to be kind to others. But of course, to remember kindness to others, that's one thing. See, so I said, this main education, they have to grow up with that. So then what happens? If this is the main education, they grow the life this way. So then you see, when they grew up old, so there's so much happiness in their life, so much happiness. So you see, no difficulties. So whatever you wish, it happens, because you see, in the early time, you help others. You've been kind to others. Because due to that karma, due to that cause, effect, then as your life grow up, you see, all your wishes become true. Because you see, by that karma, by that cause, effect, all your wishes become true without any effort. All the happiness comes. Like that. So, like that. That's one thing. The second, so you see, you become a good-hearted, kind person. So even when you grow up old, always helping others in the world, giving so much happiness to others. You see, or you become like that. So, something that everybody, other people keep in their heart. They keep you in the heart, and they pray for you. They wish good things for you, and everybody want to help you. I mean, all that. You see. But I didn't say details. You see, the other thing is this: if the children grew up like this, with a good heart, main education, practicing good heart, so being kind to others. Then you see, when they become government people, president or ministers or whatever, you see, then that time they live their life with a good heart. They work. They have a high position, job. So you see, so that time you see, because habituation from young time, practice good heart. So even that time, then because habituation before, so they live their life good heart. Then you see, instead of using the population for your power, for your reputation, you're using the population for your power, to get material, to get power, reputation, everything for you, for your family, for you. Instead of that, you use as a habituation from childhood time, good heart. So you use yourself for population. All the million people in the world, in the country, possibly in the country, use for them. So you become a source of happiness for the population. You become a source of happiness for the millions and millions and millions of people in your possible start in your country. Then all the rest of the world. You see. Totally different. He has so much happiness. Not only happiness to you, but happiness so many people in your country. So many people. So you see, you fulfill the wish for happiness. Wow, so good, so important, so important, so important. So you see, result, huge difference. If you childhood time, if you give it's a main education. It develop. Then here now you become president, minister, whatever. No problem. You become source of happiness to everybody, to all the millions and millions of people in your country. You have to know that. So as I explained to him, so that's the next thing. You see. I think there may be that third, I don't remember. I don't remember that two or third. But you see, here I'm just talking story about the child, but of course, you know, practicing meditation, practicing dharma, This is the best. This is the best. Practice good heart. Serve others. Best. Best meditation, best dharma practice. You have to know that. Not something, for many hours, like this, and then you don't do anything to help others. And like this, and then for whole life, many years, you don't do anything to others. So life becomes very strange, very sad. You see, very strange. But there's nothing much good result to show. Then, yeah. Sorry, I should go back. So in the world, many people do that. Meditate, but you see, then your mind never change, your personality never change, egoistic never change, selfish mind never change. So, like that. Life becomes like that. So there's no happiness, peace in your life. So today, you see, as I'm talking this, children, teaching my idea, bringing to the school teachers there. So the same thing, see. Especially if you have children, of course yourself, if you have children, all of that, you should know that's the main education, most important education. You see, then everybody in the world like that person. You see. It's like sun shining. You see, so like that, the person becomes that. But then of course, if parents practice good heart, that becomes good example for children, for your children. So that's a example to copy. The children copy from that. My parents that's like this. So children naturally follow to the good heart, the life example. That's very much depends on the parents. So anyway, I like that. If you met children, then actually, if you don't know that, to bring the most, what education most important to have the good heart. If you don't do that, then you bring children for suffering. You bring children for suffering. I mean, most people make children for their happiness, to your happiness, to make you happy, to achieve happiness for your eye, who's not there. This is eye to make happiness. Then you make children. You get married, children make children. Then children. But this eye to make happy. But it's not that. It's not there at all. There's a great laugh. That's a great. which is not there, you see. But, whole life, you keep so busy. You run around the city, or you say, maybe find a little bit time. If you find a little bit time, you jog, or, run around the city. You find a little bit of work little bit time from the work. I mean, they can say, then for health, to be healthy, long life, to be healthy, you run, keep so busy, life so busy for this I, to achieve happiness for this I, but it's not there. But this real I, but it's not there. So it's very funny. But you see people with the word Rinpoche, they believe it's there, the real I is there. So life keeps so busy day and night for this I. For this real I, but it's not there. You understand? So, so worried about cancer and this and that, but not cancer for this eye, but the eye is not there. This real eye is not there. And what exists, that has an eye which experiences oceans of suffering, samsara, then you see to stop that and achieve enlightenment, not only nirvana, but achieving. It's the middle level I. That's the middle level I, but you don't know that. You don't think that. You don't know that. The I which exists, you don't know that. You don't know that, you see. That's the I, but you don't know that. I which exists, you don't know. That's truth. That's truth of your life. Truth of your life and false I. The I which exists and I which don't exist. Okay. So keeping life so busy, day and night, so busy for this, to get happiness for this I, to this real I, but which is not there. You can't find in the world. Can't find in the world. Numberless Buddhas see your real I, not there. Doesn't exist. Numberless Bodhisattva see your real I do not exist. See? Funny. Yeah, okay. So, so it is said that sentient mission nangashin. Chita shimchi yongwe lang. Trawe senti jik jomna, chita tamchi jomdanda. Sadang dida koyokdo. Kasa, tinyo kowe kalala, 3대 zanjo koyani, sadang tamchi yodanda. So what is saying about great Bodhisattva, Shantideva, Samjay Misun Nangashin is a Misunba, Senda Bingsa Kaswere. Kaswere. Bathroom, angry bathroom to it's light sky. Numberless, so many light sky, skies limitless, so much. But that's Shamji Yumelang. So you can never, if you want to kill all those who angry, who bothers you, you want to kill, no end. It's like sky, limitless. So that's Shamji Yamela. They cannot finish by killing. But Travis simply but if you anger, if you destroy your anger, if you eliminate, if you destroy your anger, the terrorism, the angry mind. So if you destroy this one, your anger, this one, if you destroy this, then nobody become enemy to you. Nobody bother you. Nobody become enemy to you. If you destroy this anger, nobody bother you. Or they become enemy to you. So it's like once you have destroyed your anger, this one thing, your anger, then it's like having destroyed all the enemies who harm you. It's like having destroyed everything, destroyed, you see, all your enemy. It's like that. Once you destroy anger, then it's like destroyed all the outside enemy. So nobody harm you. Nobody enemy to you. So you have no enemy. Once you have destroyed your anger, no enemy outside. So then see, no enemy. If you're going to cover whole earth, you see, to not get thorn, you're going to cover the whole earth by leather. You see, there won't be enough leather to cover the whole earth. But if you wear leather shoes, then you walk anywhere, no thorn goes inside. So it's like the whole earth is covered by leather. If you wear leather shoes, it's like the whole earth is covered by leather. So it's before, the meaning is that you destroy, you eliminate, you destroy your anger, this one, then no enemy outside. You can't find enemy. You see, it's like having destroyed all the enemy, numberless enemy. Like, So we have a car in America, Aptros, car. So I put the label backside of the car. Backside the car. No anger, no enemy. So many people, they look at, and some people, they, the whole message around the car, they write down. So one time at the airport, one old lady was copying everything in the message in the car. So there many people look, people read, people copy. So this side of the car, I don't know which side. This side, I think, my religion is kindness by His Holiness. So I have the message. Then this side, cherishing others is source of the happiness, the message. Then in the front, many mantras. So many insects that die when you drive car, especially not evening time. Then some of the insects that die on the drive. Well, to benefit for them. There's namjalma of protection in the car. So if they die on the car, under the wheel, insects, ants. So normally so many die, you see. But we have namjalma protection, namjalma deity, very extremely powerful, unbelievable powerful. Actually, I brought the text to explain you, but I did not run out of time. So the insects, some of the insects die on the car. The car becomes holy, you see, by having the protection. So car becomes holy. So anyone who touch car die, and so they don't get the born law purified in the karma, don't get the born law limits. So, yeah, things like that. Then I have a front of the car. That's very important psychology or meditation teaching. So less desire means more happiness. Do you remember?
It says letting go of desire means gaining real happiness and satisfaction, no problems.
Can you say again? Loudly?
Letting go of desire means gaining real happiness and satisfaction, no problems.
So that's the from the car label. So this is giving, this to give that's most people don't know that. It's a very important education. Very important education. How you should make free from problems. How you should make yourself free from problems. How to do that. How to reach your satisfaction in life. So there's education here. No? So that so in that sorry. Then sorry. Sorry. There's one more quotation, but yeah, it's difficult to remember. I could not remember. Dadang senge langjente, drudang danam tamjejing. 다당 생게 랑전테 루단 단 탐지게 심지 찍고 따봐야 다면 따봐죠. 심지 찍고 두어야 다죠. So anyway, the essence is tigers 다당 생게 it says lion. Then there's no lion, there's a mud lion. African, there's mud lion, living muddy lion. The elephant, te is a meal, te. A meal, the snakes, Drudan, snakes and the enemies and all that. This mind, this mind changed. You change the mind, you change your mind. Then it's like, oh, those harmful animals like change, no harm, because your mind changed. Your mind, you don't let mind crazy. You see, so your mind changed, controlled, changed. So all those harmful animals cannot harm you, like change. They like change. By subduing your mind, then it's like, oh, those are harmful animals, like subdued. Your mind subdued, and oh, those harmful animals, normal harm, then like subdued, so peaceful. So, for example, Jabu Majida, I think King Jabu or King Majida, who harmed, who always compete, who always harmed Buddha. So he sent crazy elephant to harm the Buddha. The crazy elephant, when it came in front of Buddha, so humble, and then he like prostrations like this, like dog, you see, in the front master, like that, you see. Oh, unable to harm the Buddha, even it's a crazy elephant. So, because of Buddha's, you see, subdued mind, bodhicitta, do that. Oh, cannot harm. The crazy elephant, so subdued, you see, like that. Oh, so they say, this one mind, your mind, subdued, then oh, those are harmful, so like subdued. You see, but all are subdued. The order here, the Buddha, bodhicitta, cherishing numberless in the things. That I cherishing numberless. Oh, then, besides enlightened, but you see, so they create the element, Yamajida, I don't know what Sanskrit. So, Christian one Buddha in front, so then like prostrate like this, humble. Then Bodhisattva Tongme Sangbo, Bodhisattva Tibet, you see, Bodhisattva Tongme Sangbo. There's an ordinary person, Bodhisattva Tongme Sangbo, Bodhisattva, the author who wrote Taoism practice. Author who wrote Taoism practice, he had two animals. He has two animals. I think one cat and one wolf, I think. So, because Bodhisattva Tongme Sangbo himself, great practitioner of bodhicitta, ultimate Guru had bodhicitta. So, because just by the way, blessing that, this cat and the wolf, they become vegetarian. Because they don't kill, they don't harm mouse and the other animals, they don't harm. Not the kind of meat and not just because his bodhicitta powered with the blessing. So the true animals that get just naturally, because mind was subdued, and not harm, not eat mouse, not harm other beings. So they become in India, Baksa, where I lived 8 years. In India, Baksa, where I lived 8 years, where Mahatma Gandhi was president and the Prime Minister Nehru were president. And so many people got killed there during British time. And so I was there 8 years to hear liberty, their philosophical teachings, learn liberty. See, just outside, so the study of childhood, like that. So you see, there's abbot. We have a Sera monastery, Sera Che, we are Sera Che. So the abbot is a very top, learned, very top, very famous in Sera Kathandiput, where each college has many thousands of monks. Sera, in just Sera is 7,700 monks, like that, and many others, other monasteries. So, very famous, well known, and the Buddhist philosophy, Sudha Tantra, Christian, Losong Chu is his name. So, he has cat, but mouse running around in the room. The cat stays there. Don't run to kill. No? It's just naturally become, the cat naturally become Kasure. Harmless. Because of his the blessing, the bodhicitta. The cat naturally become harmless. Oh, you have to know that. So even just San Francisco, because in Italy, so all the communist people, everybody appreciate, everybody like him. Communist, not communist, everybody. So see, so Kathori. There's a wolf in the forest, so harms many people. So he heard. So he said, "You want to go in the forest to tell the wolf to not harm other people." Then in San Francisco, he was told by others, his disciples, "Oh, please don't go there. It will harm him." So he said, no, he will go to tell the wolf to not harm others. So he went in the forest. So he went in the forest, and the wolf became, you see, when the wolf met him, it was like the master of the owner of the dog. You see, when the dog sees the master owner, his owner, you see, the dog become very kasure, humble, like so much, and like the elephant, I explained, like that dog also does like that, you see. So, like that. So the wolf, instead of harming the San Francisco, you see, the wolf becomes so humble, maybe licking his legs or something, you see. Totally changed, totally no harm, only so delighted, so like that. So then San Francisco, he told that he will get food, bake the food in the city, then he'll bring the forest for the wolf. So San Francisco did that. So the wolf stopped giving harm others. So like that. You see, San Francisco is outside. Is not different from the other priests. The other priests wear very good clothing, white and very. San Francisco, I saw in the monastery. His dress in the monastery. When you drive from Italy, from Spain to Italy, I think. On the way there's a big monastery, behind it there's a mountain, it's like Tibetan monastery. Inside of that, I don't know the name of the monastery, but hang with their cloth. So many patches, black, not like the priest, not the black dress, old, and there are many patches. It's like Tibetan yogi, the pure practitioner, Tibetan yogi, like that. So the patches, this is what he wear. And also then to renounce the pleasure, to be detached, to renounce pleasure of this life, then he had belt, the rough, I don't know what, grass, not grass, belt, robe, few robes to tie around inside the skin. So to renounce the pleasure of this life, something. Yeah, so was shown there. And then you see, because reason that he is bodhicitta, so even the element, he can stop the element distracting. So the from Lama Tsongkhapa Center, our main center in Italy, not half an hour from there or something. So Sicily. So there's his holy body kept there, but you can't see it. Some thorn bush put around. Lama sat down, did meditation in the front of his, where his body was kept. So there was his disciple nun, who had 300 disciple nun. So the main nun body was kept there in the glass. That was kept well. So still she looked good and very tall body, wrapped with kept in the glass. So San Francisco came there, and his disciples have been meditating near the water. So the disciple complained, the water makes so much noise, we can't meditate. So San Francisco went near the water. San Francisco went to the water and said, "Sister, please stop running because my disciples can't meditate." Then after he said that, water stopped. So far, water didn't come from the mountain. There's a kind of mark, where the water comes, you see. So since that time, up to now, water never came. So the ministers, bodhisattvas, Jabatimi Kundin, or the ministers said that when they travel, water, a big river, stops. And then after the cross, then water joins. Like that. And then Ketan Rinpoche, past life, one of the past life, Ketan Jayamalam. It's called Ketan Jayamalam. Ketan Rinpoche, the incarnation, the Dharmasala, lives Dharmasala. He's one of his past lives, Ketan Jayamalam. He's a bodhicitta. So in Tibet, the Trashilumba monastery, in Zhang, Trashilumba monastery, there's a water flood coming from other side, going towards the monastery, water flood. So then Ketan Jayamalam wrote on the rock, is it true if I have bodhicitta, then the water should return back. So he wrote on the stone, then he put the stone towards the water flood. Then the water flood returned back, went back. Instead of coming to the monastery, it went back. All like that. So power bodhicitta. So it's very common to the bodhisattvas. So able to stop the danger of, able to stop the danger of elements due to the power of bodhicitta, Buddha heart. Like that. So like that, San Francis, so many bodhisattvas are stored like this, so that he has bodhicitta. It's like that. He recites God, 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 like this, very humbly going the road. His disciples come, and all other priests, on the top, then they spit on him. At the Sicily, there's a place where there are many chairs. So there's one Jesus Christ picture on there hanging. So it spoke to San Francisco, that picture. So we have many statues in Tibet, Nepal, India, many statues, Buddha, many statues. Buddha, for example, Buddha, Tara statue, there's outside stupa, the Tara statue. But that's not only one. People only think that Tara. No. During Lama this time, you see, many statues outside spoke. Many statues that time, existing that time, many statues spoke. That's what Japchakuna Lama said. Not only Tara. So many see in Tibet. Yes, many, even Solokumpu. So they, I think because purity of his mind, bodhicitta. So I think you see, ultimate good heart son, you see, yes, with all the numberless Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, of course, close up. You see, happy to, so I think through this picture, as I mentioned the quotation already before, Buddha mentions even demons and how the demons and so that you see there are sentient beings by manifesting a demon, then how do you see? So the Buddhas in this form of that picture, they speak to San Francisco, Bodhisattva San Francisco, and so things like that. Okay, I stop here. Sorry, I didn't get to go over the subject. Sorry. So sorry. Okay, all right. No. Did all the past, the present and future merit to correct by me, 3 merit to correct by numberless sentient beings, numberless Buddhas. May the bodhicitta, ultimate good heart, source all the happiness up to enlightenment for yourself, to add towards every sentient being, may it be generated within oneself and in the mind of, in the heart of all the sentient beings, and those who have developed yeah, maybe mention this. I'll elaborate this one today. Okay. So the bodhicitta this bodhicitta to be generated in the heart of numberless helpings, achieving enlightenment as possible, and generated in the heart of numberless So numberless helpings, you see. The most heaviest suffering, numberless. Right now, heaviest suffering. So you see, John went through that. I heard John went through that. You see, then I heard some people left Gomba. Not left Kopan, but left Gomba. I don't know how long they left Gomba. How many hours? So you see, now, advantage is, now because you know, you meditate, you went through that, so now you know what means help beings. Most unimaginable suffering. We can't say that even for us, even for 1 second can't bear. So that we see, measure the hot and the cold, then the 6 neighborhood suffering, then the ordinary suffering, health suffering, So, so like being the prayers. I'm talking about the 6th neighborhood. Like being in the very center of the fire. Very center of the fire. Oh, then being born there, the sub. Maybe you run young dumb, then quick Maya with the septic tank, or quick Maya, or run young dumb, then the full the church, unbelievable. Like being born there, the stuff of Buddhism, like the sword, the whole ground of sword, where you cut, and then as you live, revive your thigh, your leg, then I can put it in the gun, cut, and then the trees, because sword go through their body. Shammering Tongbo. Then Churame. So Maya did this. Churame is a liquid, water, liquid, but one is fire. Churame. Water, but one is fire. Liquid, one is fire. Churame. So in the lava, you see, like Hawaii or many places, lava comes, from the, I don't know whether scientists mention or not, I don't know from how deep they come from, how deep, whether scientists mention or not. But you see, so deep, come up, shoot up, then float down, then the rocks, much hotter than human fire. All the rocks make it melted. So I went to Hawaii, went to the lava. So even this so hot, So yeah, so I think churame is like that. Churame, lava, liquid, but the one's fire. So, churame, the last one, the six. Six, what do you say? Neighboring, six neighboring suffering, health suffering, the last one, churame. So I think it's came from down there. The hell, the neighborhood, this Churami, also came from there. This is what I think. Oh, so yeah. Of course, the like Mangaljipu, Guru Ceremony, the disciple Ahat, the Sherifu, Mangaljipu went and I think lower realms with the psychic power, their stories. So, in that lower realms or Deva realms or with the psychic power, you see. So, well, that. So, I want to bring up this one to you, lava. So this what I think seems Chu Rame in the last one, 61. Oh, Karsone. So now you know. Karsone. So now you can see. You see now the following meditation. You see how to develop compassion for bodhicitta, to actualize bodhicitta. Then by actualizing bodhicitta, that's the motivation. Then they're able to practice 6 parameters, complete, then achieve enlightenment. So, for sentient beings, then you are able to liberate the numberless sentient beings from oceans of samsara suffering, bring to enlightenment. Oh, so now you see, you understand the most unbelievable, most unbelievable, important to know the other sentient beings suffering. And even you don't suffer now, but that's what we suffered already numberless times before. And if you don't practice dharma in this life, if you don't look after well our mind, if you don't take care well our mind, then we will suffer again numberless times in the future. So then you see, learning the other sentient beings, the Lord of the other sentient beings, unbelievable, unimaginable suffering. Then now here you can develop compassion. You see, it's so important to know about it, to learn. Well, I want to tell you, in the West, anything new, they're so curious. I mean, you know, one spider, some very harmful spider, they spend years to learn about it. The harmful spider, somewhere you could look for, you go look in the forest. I mean, that's one example, but different animals, for years to study. You see, I'm so curious to learn anything new. So from that side, then you should not be. Oh, I don't want to learn. I don't want to hear. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So in the West, new, so curious, so new, so fascinated. You see, in the West, you take that, take it that, take it that. You see, now it's very important to develop compassion of sentient, all the suffering sentient beings, devas and the Lord. You see, so anyway. So important. So to pray, then we are inspired to pray. So we have to help. We have to pray. We have to help. We have to practice dharma. We have to exercise path. So you become free from oceans of suffering, samsara. Then you renounce it, bodhicitta, you renounce it, and wisdom directly perceiving emptiness. So you can help liberate other sentient beings. Because you see their suffering. So you so that now you're qualified, you can liberate other sentient beings from those sufferings. Or otherwise, liberating others from suffering never happen. You just stay in your category, kind of cave or how do I say, cocoon. You just stay in your like this. So you never see others sentient beings who have unbelievable problems, suffering. You don't see. Oh, then you say, oh, like this, Sorry. That's okay, sorry. Now I should finish. Yeah. So this is done how this is your most precious human life. You received only one, about only one time this life. Then you make most beneficial for numberless sentient beings. Numberless sentient beings. At least you pray, you dedicate your merits, like we're doing now, or to help them. You see. So before you come here, you have no idea at all. And then only think once, no idea. But now, you see, after all that, you can see now the advantage. You are available to help numberless. Great happiness. There's no more happiness than this. I didn't bring them to enlightenment by yourself. Then you see, you see the purpose. You see how that is the most important to do your life. You see, you understand now. So, then the bodhicitta be generated in the heart of the helpings. Then with the achieving enlightenment is quite possible. Then with the bodhicitta be generated in the heart of all the predator beings, all the predator beings, every single predator being. Then with the achieving enlightenment, that's possible. Then with the bodhicitta be generated in the heart of all the animals. As I said, is the numberless universe, there are numberless animals. In every single animal, bodhicitta to be generated in the heart, may the achieving enlightenment, that's quite possible. Then, may the bodhicitta to be generated in the heart of all the human beings. In the heart of all the human beings. The achieving enlightenment, that's quite possible. Then, may the bodhicitta be generated in the heart of all the suras, asuras, intimate beings, they are numberless of them. May the achieving enlightenment as quite possible. Particularly the sentient beings in this world, and particularly in Nepal, then particularly the centers in Nepal, the apparent centers in Nepal, the people who come. The people who come to the centers, and here are monks, nuns, and all the staffs of the center, and then generate bodhicitta and achieving enlightenment as quick as possible. And then, then may all the students in the world, including those who rely upon me, whom I promised to pray, whose names go to me, the general bodhicitta and achieving enlightenment as quick as possible. Then the category, and you can, I say mine, but you think you are yours. So all the sentient beings insects, human beings, any other sentient beings whom I see, other sentient beings who see me, then may the bodhicitta generate in their heart and each enlightenment as quick as possible. And then anybody who hear my name, who hear voice talk and who remember, who touch, what's body touch, all that, even sing portals, and all those other generate, able to generate bodhicitta and each enlightenment as quick as possible. So that, sorry, that includes even, well, you know, I mean, I don't have blessing, but it just might hand touch anybody, then it includes all that in the prayer. My touch my head or hands, or they included in the prayer. So all that, then it's enlightenment as quick as possible. All like that. Then, yeah, then these are all the 3 dimensions to collect by me, 3 dimensions to collect by numberless, but that's the most important thing in the world. To realize with them a long time, to the happiness, sentient beings. They can say his one is cherishing to abide, to stable, to abide, to have into our samsara end. This one is stable life, and all the holy wishes be succeeded immediately. Kandre rave gurve shinkamandi pendan deva malu jungwe jere sewa tenten jazu ye shabe se de bado tenjuzi tonye ninje sungdu chebe lama Chejere sante kante tendu go chana pemo tenzen jaso la so ante so shete londo sho. May we be guided to all the 3 dimensions, 3 dimensions, numbers, may we be guided by. May we be guided by the Lama Tsongkhapa, bring mind the virtue friend in all the lifetimes. So this is a prayer, not only yourself, your parents, your families, your parents who are already dead, and those are living ones. It's so important to pray for them, because you don't want them to suffer without end in samsara all the time, you know, sitting suffering. You don't want them to suffer. Do you want? No, you don't want. So, so we must pray. So now we come to know we must help them. Yeah, you say after you met Dharma, yes, you have the opportunity. You know you have great opportunity to help the sentient beings. Yeah. So, then this prayer also for them. You have to understand, you have to think yourself. Then to never be separated from the pure path admired by all the Buddhas. Chara kundu jawa zonga tejo shinyi ngosun tsebetu jawe ngape lamsan tenye la keje tanyang doba manju. To actualize the Lama Tsongkhapa teaching this lifetime, then they got very not only study, intellectual understanding, but to actualize, experience. So you see, that to liberate enlightenment. Mejo Namdara Tangme Chimdang De La Je Jasi Chibe Nito De To Choke Rimni Nanju Je Lo San Jave Tendang Jawara Ju Bande Lame Namba Tawala Geje Tamyang Lo Tamije Jinze Leba Toya Mongu Je Lame Chinla Simla Jubara Ju. Oh, because we must pray for the world. Because did all the past, present, future, marriage, through life, marriage, number of number of Buddhas, made the worlds that happen now, future, to be stopped immediately. And they made the disease and famines, all the things that happen in the world, made to be stopped immediately. And there also dangers of fire. Recently, California, so long, so many months, 3 fire, people died, and they don't count animals, deers and big animals, numberless insects burned by fire, They never talk about the animals. In America, it happens quite often, the fire, danger of fire. So it's connected to karma of the president as well, not only the population. So depending on the good luck, president, less problem in the country. Not so much good luck, the more problem in the country. So like that. All that dangers of fire, water, air, earth, so the tsunami and landslide, earthquakes, problems. So those to be stopped immediately, and may the perfect peace, happiness be revealed in everyone's heart by general loving kindness, compassion, bodhicitta, everyone's heart. May the Buddha Dharma last a long time, and from where sentient merits peace, happiness, from that, and they meet Buddha Dharma and achieve enlightenment as quick as possible. May I able to cherish every sentient being, more than the sky filled with rich ground and jewel. Okay? Tane samje tamje la yije no la la be tenjo drube samba ye tato jabara zambara yo. Oh, then in his due to all the past, present, future, married to collaborate, I married to collaborate, numbers, but in the sentient being who see me, who hears me, remember me, touch me, sing portals, just better, may they be free from all the sufferings, and achieve all the happiness, including enlightenment. Danye Tama Tasama Jesu Utranyadu Regama Tamdu Jaba Tamde Teya Mola Dunga Gunshi Ne Namba Guntu Yada Denju the last because due to all the past, present, future marriage collected by me. Future marriage collected by numberless and numberless Buddhas, which exists in mere name. Do that matter I who exists in the mere name. Achieve the Buddhahood, which exists in the mere name. Lead to all the sentient beings who exist in mere name. To that Buddhahood which exists in mere name. By myself alone who exists in mere name. Example by the Jambata Kunda Zambadi and the Jinda Kundi Jandala Jakawati Tanjiratu, so the Jabe Javata Jumaka, Judangava Yada gave Tawatiki, Samoju Rabdungavaraji, Chuji Yawo Zanga Veshoto Namba Pevada, Gede Tama Shiva. Tunja male zangwara shu, dada shinje de soda, deve zonye la den, jawa lo san java, temba yurin banjo. Thank you very much. What's your name?
Mirunam Loksan Sutin.
Mirunam Loksan Sutin. Okay. So as I ask question, I thought to mention two things. For example, Lama Tsongkhapa was invited by the Qing dynasty in China. Lama Tsongkhapa invited by the Qing dynasty in China. To initiate, to receive initiation or to give teachings, but Lama Tsongkhapa didn't go. He sent another Lama who found a Sera monastery, Sentient. They went and gave teachings, all that. So you see. Even though the Qing dynasty invited Lama Tsongkhapa, but he didn't go. So, you see, he asked questions, sometimes the working for others, for you, then, problem or confusion. So Lama Tsongkhapa, I'm giving two examples. One is that Lama Tsongkhapa was invited the Qing dynasty China, but even invited the Qing dynasty, but he still didn't go himself. He sent the other Lama, okay? So if he went, maybe I don't know, in Tibet, maybe the great benefit to the teaching Buddha in Tibet, maybe doesn't happen by going to China, maybe that's, so anyway, he didn't go. So even invited by Qing dynasty, you understand? Not somebody invited, but a Qing dynasty, so he didn't go. So that's one thing. So you have to know what is right. that's very profound. You have to know which has more advantage, because right or wrong. I mean, you have to know, you see, so that. And then another question is, while he was giving teaching to many disciples, while he was giving so many disciples, he was giving teaching to the Tantra. Then, you see, during that time, he was giving teaching to so many disciples. But Manjushri, Buddha wisdom, advised him to stop the teaching and to go to solitary place to meditate. To meditate. So he and the 8 disciples went. He and the 8 disciples, they renounced life to nothing. I mean, just only what monks need to you carry that, and yes, just had to to carry to. So himself and disciples stopped the teaching, then went to solitary place to meditate. So Manjushri advised Lama while he was giving teaching to many disciples. So you see, so that like this, you have to know what is more in the future. You see what is more beneficial, giving teaching or go to solitary place to meditate. So there, you see, Manjushri advised him. So his son stopped giving teaching. They went to the mountains, go to the solitary place to meditate. You have to know those very important things. I mean, what you ask, not like that, but I mean, that includes your questions, but very high important points like that. But I mean that you, as in this normal life, but even very high like that, like that. So you see, so you have to judge what's the most important. So by knowing that, you decide. So that. Thank you very much.